Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am in a calmer mood today, you'll be pleased to know, but I am still intrigued by Meghan Markle's 40 by 40 venture on her 40th birthday. Of course, as a South African, I'm well aware that we have Nelson Mandela Day in South Africa, where people on Nelson Mandela's birthday every year offer 67 minutes of their time in public service in honor of Nelson Mandela and his life and his commitment to uplifting the people in this country. And it is very clear to all of us, at least, that Meghan Markle has positioned herself as the new Nelson Mandela and taken this idea from Mandela Day and that commitment to service that many people in South Africa make on Nelson Mandela's birthday every year. So having got that off my chest, today I want to look at Princess Eugenie and her very public support of Meghan Markle and her 40 by 40 venture. Eugenie came out very swiftly and said that she would be supporting dear Meghan in her venture and offering 40 minutes of her time to mentor women going back into the workplace. And this has caused some consternation amongst people like me, and I'm sure like those of you who are watching this reading, thinking what on earth is going on with Princess Eugenie and Meghan Markle, Meghan and Harry. Why is she so public in her support of a couple who have done everything in their power to disrespect the monarchy, to hurt Her Majesty the Queen, to hurt Prince Philip as he lay dying? Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, of course, took Eugenie's wedding date and forced her to move her wedding back in whenever it was, 2018, I've lost track of time. And of course there was that unfortunate moment at Princess Eugenie's wedding when Meghan Markle arrived in a very large buttoned coat and loudly proclaimed her pregnancy, something that one just doesn't do, and something that certainly Fergie was very angry about. So what is going on? I'm going to be looking at some possible explanations, some possible reasons why Eugenie is being so public in her support. I'll be doing 6 scripted questions in this reading. I'll be looking at whether she's protecting herself, her own past that Meghan Markle may know things about, whether she's protecting her father, ditto, Meghan Markle may know things about Prince Andrew. I'll be looking at whether it's financial, whether she and Jack Brooksbank, her husband, simply just are cash-strapped, whether it's resentment towards Prince Charles for slimming down the monarchy, and just generally how she feels about the 40 by 40 thing, and really how she feels about Meghan Markle, the true feelings towards Meghan Markle. So let's see what the cards want to tell us today. I'm using just the regular Rider-Waite, the Radiant Wise Tarot. It's a slightly darker color grading on these cards than the normal Rider-Waite, which I think suits the rather somber vibe of this reading, the rather sinister vibe, I have to say. Something's going on with Princess Eugenie, for sure. And the underlying energy, as I'm putting the deck to one side, is the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. This, of course, is the royal family being undermined by Meghan Markle very clearly. The royal family is the 10 of Pentacles, the history, the tradition, the lineage, the security, the abundance, the affluence, and it's in the reverse. But it is also Princess Eugenie feeling disconnected from that herself, disconnected from her inheritance, from her lineage, feeling cut out and sidelined. Obviously, Prince Charles slimming down the monarchy. So we're getting quite a large hint from this card, at least, that there is some hint that the reason is to do with feeling left out in the cold from the monarchy, that Princess Eugenie is feeling quite sour about the way the monarchy is positioning itself in future and her role in it being diminished quite significantly. I apologize for the dog barking. You know from these readings, it's this dog barking time where I live. Everybody is out and about walking and the dogs all have to have their say. So my first question is just a general question, a general energy on the 40 by 40 thing. How does Princess Eugenie really feel about the 40 by 40 thing? She couldn't feel worse about it, really. That's a horrifying card to come out, Ten of Swords. Defeat, ruin, rock bottom. Possibly she feels that Meghan Markle has hit rock bottom with this. I don't think it's Princess Eugenie feeling that she has personally hit rock bottom, but her view of it is that this is real scraping the bottom of the barrel. And if you have been on my channel before, you will know that I did a reading on this 40 by 40 farce, and this was the energy that came very vividly out of that reading, was that it is rock bottom for Meghan Markle. She has reached rock bottom. She has no other options available to her. She really is facing a ruin, a reputational ruin, her hopes and dreams being dashed. We are not sorry here on this channel, but this is the energy that's coming out, and this is what Princess Eugenie thinks of this. Very interesting card. She really sees it as a very negative thing, a desperate move by Meghan Markle. So that's that. The next four cards that I'm going to be looking at are actual reasons, possible reasons why Princess Eugenie is lending her support so vocally to this thing that she views as really a desperate move by Meghan Markle. And the first, and of course it doesn't have to be all these reasons, one of the reasons may be more compelling than the others. They may all be valid reasons that are just meshing together into one energy. The first is, of course, Princess Eugenie's own past. Now, she has known Meghan Markle for a long time. She knew Meghan Markle before Meghan Markle actually met Prince Harry. She knows her through their mutual friend, Mr. Nunu, and Princess Eugenie was actually at the Toronto Soho House where allegedly Prince Harry met Meghan Markle in 2016. Now, Soho House, we all know, and this is a tarot reading, this is my opinion only, this is for entertainment purposes only, but Soho House has a reputation as a hookup joint. It has a reputation, a known reputation for providing certain services to its members, whether those services are substances that may not be quite legal, or sexual services that one may not wish one's friends and families, one's adoring public to know about. And Princess Eugenie was quite the party girl in her past. She's quietened down a lot now. Of course, she's a young mother, but she has got quite a past. And if you go and investigate, there are some quite compromising photos of her out there. Again, this is just a tarot reading and my opinion only. Compromising photos of her with other women, for instance. So, is she concerned that Meghan Markle has the dirt on her and would dish it if she didn't oblige? And I'm getting the Six of Pentacles here, which is the quid pro quo card. The I scratch your back, you scratch mine. It's in the reverse. So Princess Eugenie is feeling that she is giving a whole lot more to this situation than Meghan Markle is giving her, that she is under some kind of financial duress, or some kind of duress. It's not necessarily financial. It's not necessarily, hey, give me money, but it's definitely she's feeling, and I apologize again for the barking, she is feeling that she is having to put a whole lot more into this relationship than Meghan Markle is putting in. Meghan Markle is taking from her very clearly here. So it's not major arcana, but it is a card of being an unequal relationship, of Princess Eugenie feeling that she's on the back foot in this relationship, and that Meghan Markle is very clearly demanding from her, taking from her. This is the card of sharing, but also the card of taking more than is your due. So I do think that Princess Eugenie is fearful that some of her secrets will be exposed if she doesn't cooperate with Meghan Markle and give her the very public support that she has given her up until now. Very interesting, very unpleasant. Again, a tarot reading, simply for entertainment purposes, but this is the blackmail card. And I'll leave it there with that one. The next possible reason for cooperating with Meghan Markle is to protect her father, Prince Andrew, that possibly Meghan Markle has some inside info on Prince Andrew from her yachting days, that Meghan Markle knows something about Prince Andrew and Epstein, that Princess Eugenie does not want to come into public knowledge. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. I don't think that this is a great fear for Princess Eugenie. This is a card of feeling quite secure, feeling like you're in quite a powerful position. It's not a card of blackmail. It's not a card of being nefarious. I think that Princess Eugenie feels quite safe in this case, that she doesn't feel that her father is being threatened, particularly by Meghan Markle. I think that the home, the family here is quite secure, and she feels quite supported and quite happy and in her lot. If it came out like this, I would be very concerned, but it's come out in the upright. It's looking as if everything is fine on that front. It doesn't look like Princess Eugenie is worried about her father in this context at all. So far, it's looking personal. It's looking as if Meghan Markle has dirt on Eugenie that Eugenie doesn't want exposed. The third reason is, of course, the financial reason, that Jack Brookbank was the barman, known as the barman. He doesn't really have a brilliant career. He is now a brand spokesperson or whatever he is for George Clooney's ex-tequila brand, but it's really not private yacht, private planes, billionaires. It's quite a junior job. They don't have money. They were certainly living for free at Frogmore Cottage until they were outed, and then a rent was required of them. They actually moved out of Frogmore and back in with Fergie and Prince Andrew at the Royal Lodge. That was, I think, an illegal sublet that went on behind the Queen's back. So they are cash strapped. So is it because they are cash strapped? And I get the world. And the world is an ending of something. And it could be the ending of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's time as royals and going off overseas and saying, we're done with that. Here, help yourselves to our house. We don't need it anymore. It is major arcana. So it is, so far, the most dominant card in this reading, and it's looking like it is a prime motivator, that Eugenie possibly wants a slice of that abundance, that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry went off overseas to be enormously successful, global celebrities, do-gooders, all the things, all the deals that they had lined up, and Princess Eugenie wants a part of that success, that public recognition, the deals, the very visible, high-profile deals that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are scoring, are allegedly scoring in the United States. That definitely it's going to help Princess Eugenie feels it's going to help her to be successful, and her also possibly to leave the royal family in some capacity, she's a non-working royal, and she needs also to find a successful future for herself, and is possibly looking to Harry and Meghan at their model that they are setting up and thinking, I wonder if I can do the same when I leave the royals, as I will have to, and whether I too can set up a charitable foundation, I can do these deals, I can be successful. So she's kind of climbing on that bandwagon. I'm not getting a negative energy off this card at all, like I am off this one. But I am getting the sense of, I'm going to follow your lead, and where you are going, I too wish to go. So definitely financial reasons, definitely. And the Ten of Pentacles would endorse that. Princess Eugenie feeling like she doesn't have access to that abundance, that security, and she's going to have to make it elsewhere. This is literally overseas in this case, but out in the world, globally, publicly, she's going to have to make money somehow. And the final reason is, of course, linked to this card, that Prince Charles has very publicly stated his intention of slimming down the monarchy when he is king. He already has removed the royal protection from Beatrice and Eugenie. He did that about 10 years ago, and there was quite a stink about it, and Prince Andrew had to stump up the cash for bodyguards for his two daughters. And of course, there is the possibility that when Prince Charles takes the throne, he will strip them of their royal titles and follow the Swedish model, where all non-working royals are stripped of their titles and reduced basically to joining the rest of us, and only the people in the direct line of succession still retain their titles, still have access to this enormous cash supply and the security and everything else that goes with it. Financial security, personal security, status, high profile status, all the rest of it. So has it got to do with that? Is she very angry with Prince Charles, Prince William, who's also along the lines of slimming down the monarchy, and she's doing this out of some degree of spite and resentment? Definitely. Five of Wands, that's the infighting card, fighting in the family. This Five of Wands card is the card that absolutely depicts a fallout in a family dividing up into camps, and definitely the Yorks and the Waleses and the Cambridges are on opposite sides, on opposing sides where this is concerned. So it definitely has something to do with that. So I'm getting, for Princess Eugenie, nothing to do with Prince Andrew. He's sitting pretty, he's okay. She's definitely concerned about her trashy past being revealed by Meghan Markle if she doesn't toe the line and do what Meghan Markle wants her to do. She is very concerned about her finances and looking for new ways of making money. And she's very angry at Prince Charles for slimming down the monarchy and basically sidelining her and her sister. So not a surprising reading here. I think it's pretty much telling us what we would all suspect. And let's see, a final question here that I have is, how does Princess Eugenie really feel about Meghan Markle? We've seen that she has a very low opinion of the 40 by 40 mentoring program. How does she personally feel about Meghan Markle? Queen of Swords. This is not a friendly card at all. It's not an emotional card. It's not a card of affection, of respect. It's a card of really being strategic and of acting on what your mind tells you to do rather than what your heart tells you to do. So she's making a strategic partnership here. This is a strategic alliance with Meghan Markle. I wouldn't say that she likes her particularly. It's not a card of I can't stand the bitch. It's nothing like that. But it is, I'm in this for my own purposes. The Queen of Swords is often somebody who has been hurt in the past and is now past the hurt, but being very wise, very cool, detached. She's learned her lessons, and Princess Eugenie appears to have learned some quite hard lessons. She is being strategic, she is being wise, she is being, I think, quite discreet. And she is thinking long term with this card. It's not letting out any secrets about how she feels. I don't think that she is going to reveal that to anyone. but definitely a strategic alliance that she is forming with the part of the family that has left the royal family, left the safety and security of the royal family, that is fighting with those that are left, Prince Charles, Prince William. She's aligning herself. There's no liking here, there's no friendship, there's no sisters, we phone each other every day and whatever. But dear Meghan, I'm offering 40 hours to your mentoring program. Definitely tallies the energetically with this card. That's the reading for now. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one.